Okay, all right. You are welcome back to this channel. This is where we share different method of building multiple streams of income. So this is exactly the channel where you can get different type of business ideas that can help you to launch your own business and be a boss. So you see, the purpose is to be a boss because it's one of the factors that is going to be responsible for achieving financial independence. So, and we have been doing it so far so good. And today we are going to be talking about top 10 lessons learned from the Millionaire Fastlane Roadmap to Financial Freedom. So, I'm very sure this book is a very popular book. A lot of people have read it, but why some are yet to read the book. So the book is Millionaire Fastlane, and we are going to be working. I'm going to be walking you through the top lessons because if you are to read the book is about 341 pages, and I'm very sure sometimes reading a very voluminous book like this might be so boring. You may just read 10, 20 pages and you will not be able to continue again. And even if you read the book from A to Z, so within 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you may even forget all what you have read from the book. So, and that is why I'm bringing to you today top 10 lessons learned from the Millionaire Fastlane. So we have been able to look into the book, compile the key lessons that is going to benefit you, and that is what I'm going to be doing today. So you don't need to go through the hustle, the stress of reading 341 pages book. I'm going to be doing the summary. I'm going to give you the summary and give you the quick tips that you are going to learn from the Millionaire Fastlane, a book written by DJ DeMarco. So you are going to be enjoying the summary. You are going to be enjoying every bit of this video today. So the only thing you are going to be doing for me is that if you are watching this channel for the first time, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, smash the bell notification so that whenever I create another fantastic and life-changing video like this, you are going to be one of the first person to be notified. So without further ado, let's get started and let's dive fully into the video. So the first lesson of the day, the first lesson of the book is okay. It says in the book that you are the driver. You are the driver. Anywhere you are going, if you are to enter a bus or you are on your personal car, there is this feeling when you are to be driving or when you are sitting at the back of the car. So you don't know what is happening. It is the person that has the full control of where that car is actually going is the driver. So if the driver is dozing or if the driver is sleeping, you can. So I'm sure you know that everybody in that car or in that bus, they are going to be at a bigger risk, and that is why you are. So now let's apply it into your life right now. So you have to be the driver of your life. You don't allow anybody to drive your life for you, in the sense that if you want to become rich fast, then you will have to be the direct driver and not onlooker. So you are not supposed to be a passenger, because if you are a passenger, you are not in full control of what is happening. So, and that is why you need to get the control of your money, your mindset, your financial future. Let's look into it. If you are a driver, you may decide to make 500,000 in a month. So that may be your financial goal for that month. Okay, I plan to make 200,000. I plan to make 500,000. But if you are not in the control, if you are not in control of your life, you are not in control of your career, if you are not in control of everything that is happening in your life, so definitely somebody will be dictating how much you are going to be making for you at a particular month. And that is when you get a job, it is your boss that will determine and predict what is going to happen, what's going to happen to you. And definitely you are not in total control of how much money to be made for that particular month or week, because somebody is the driver. You are not the driver. Somebody is driving, and it is that person that is driving that will determine how much money you are going to be making. That's why they say, if you are working for someone, your income is going to be limited. Your income is going to be limited because you can't earn more than the agreed salary your employer has promised you in the job agreement, and that is why you need to have that control and be the driver. And that is this why you have to, if you want to be successful in life, you have to be in control of three things. Number one, your money, your mindset, and your financial future. Because if you are working for somebody, most of the things that will come in your mind is that, how will I dress up? How will I wake up and dress up and go to work? And when you get to, another thing is that when you go to work, the next thing that will be coming into your brain is how are you going to be? What are the job tasks for today? What are the routines? So what are the job routines? What are the job tasks? Those are the things that will be coming into your mind, in your mindset, and those are the things that you are going to be thinking for the whole day. Imagine if you go to job, if you go to your workplace, you are going to be spending 8 hours. Within that 8 hours, you may not have time to even think about yourself, about your life, and about your journey. So you will always be thinking about your job, your career, and everything you are thinking about is about how you are going to be driving somebody business to the top. So instead of thinking about how you are going to be the architect of your own journey and be the driver. So you can see the difference now. So the difference is so clear. And that's why I said that you should not allow others to drive your future. It is you that should determine your success or your failure. So because if you are going to be successful, nobody is responsible for your success. So you are going to be the one that will be responsible for your success. And if you are going to fail, so you shouldn't accuse anybody, or you shouldn't hold anybody responsible for your failure. So we know that yes, you are the reason why you fail, or you are the reason why you succeed. And that is why, so if you have never been a driver in your life, if you are just starting a life and you have discovered that you have never been a driver, so definitely you need to think right now and be decider. You need to decide and be in control of these three things I mentioned here, which is how was mentioned in the Millionaire Fastlane. You have to be in control of your money, you have to be in control of your mindset, and you have to be in control of your financial future. So quickly, let's move on to the second one. And the second one says the fast lane. So here, this is where we are going to be talking about what is going to be the fast lane to wealth, to success, to financial independence, to financial freedom, and to financial independence. So what is going to be how do people make money easily? How do people make money fast? And this is why you are going to understand this second lesson. And it says that becoming a millionaire does not really have to be a sluggish process. Yes. So nobody wants to make money in a slow lane. Go to school, get a good grade, and look for a job that will be paying you 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. So it may take you another 35 years, and you still discover that you have not achieved what you're supposed to achieve in life. So you discover that there are a lot of people. That's why I say a lot of people after retirement, so they are regretting working 35 years for government or for a particular company because they achieve less. They achieve nothing to be right home about. So what they have achieved is nothing to be right home about, because they could not be able to fulfill their dreams. They could not be able to achieve the financial independence. They could not be able to achieve location freedom. They could not be able to travel around the world and go on vacation because they have limited income during their working years. And that is why you are not expected to settle for less and choose the slow lane of making money. So you can become wealthy, you can become successful if you do the following. Number one, you invent. Number two, you bring value. And number three, you offer answers. How do you invent? Just remember the guy that invented most of all these people. No, I don't want to specify on any company now. You can see. Maybe you know that somebody invented Facebook, and you know the value of Facebook today. Somebody invented Twitter. You know the value of Twitter today. Somebody invented PayPal. You know how much all these things worth. You could remember that somebody invented WhatsApp, and you know how much money the guy sold this WhatsApp to another company. You know how much money. You can imagine you invent something, and at the end of the day, you could be able to sell it for $19 billion. You just imagine how much money you are going to be making. So that is why a lot of people, not don't let me say a lot of people, because it's not a lot of people that went into invention. So some few people that understand this secret, so they go to invention and they make millions. Some even make billions. So another method of making money in a fast lane is when you bring value. A lot of people don't understand the value. They don't understand that there are a lot of money to be made when you bring value, when you introduce value. So it is people actually pay for value. So if you say you're looking for money, you start looking for job, writing CVs, submitting application here and there. You go for interview. It may take a longer time, and you may not be able to achieve the financial independence, because the secret is to bring value to the table. It is people. Just remember the time when there was a COVID-19 pandemic. So it is those people that bring that invent the COVID-19 vaccines, and the people that got into manufacturing of that product, they made billions. And there are a lot of problems that you can offer solution to, and that is what we call bringing value to the table. So if you look into what you can do that a lot of people, thousands of people, millions of people will benefit from, and it's going to be valuable, definitely you are going to make money in a fast lane method, and that is how to go about making money in fast lane, bringing value to the table. Another one is offer answers. If you look into what Google does, Google offer answers. If you go to google.com now and type what is osmosis, it will bring the answer. If you go to Google and say how to make money online, it will bring the answer. If you go to Google and say how to detect your menstrual or cycle or whatever, it's going to, that virtually everything you are looking for, you can find the answers in google.com. And that is why a lot of people go and rush to Google, and that's what makes it to be one of the biggest search engine in the world. So if you can also do something, you establish something that offers answers to people's questions, definitely you are going to be patronized and you are going to be making a lot of money. So you have to be a solution provider or someone else's problem, and that's exactly how you make money. And I do tell people that people want to pay somebody who has solution to their problems, and that is how money is being made. You can see a lot of people now, a lot of people are suffering from hypertension, high blood pressure. If they can get the solution to that, they are ready to pay. Just imagine people suffering from infertility in marriage, people who have been in marriage for 5 years, 7 years, and they now hear that yes, there is a way out. They are ready to pay, because those are their pain. They are looking for solution to solve that problem. So that is why the money market is also very, very, very big, in the sense that a lot of people want to make money, and if they see anything that can provide answer to that question, definitely they will go for it. They will buy, they will invest, and they are doing a whole lot of things to ensure that they make money. That's why you see a lot of people on YouTube. People are looking for solutions on how to make money. People are looking for solutions on how to invent, on how to design websites, how to do this, how to do that. And that's why you continue to see tons of people going to where they can get answer. So, and that is why the secret is looking into what you can invent, looking into the value you can bring to the table, or looking into how you can establish yourself to offer answers to people's questions, and you are going to get paid in millions for that. And the next one, because I don't want this video to be too long, another factors you need, which is one of the top lessons I learned from Millionaire Fastlane, is that speed. You actually require speed to win. Just like in the previous lesson, I told you that nobody wants to make money in a slow lane, using the sluggish method, or using the sluggish process. It will take a longer time. And would you be able to enjoy your money when you are at old age? No. You should enjoy your money when you are at a younger age or at middle age. And that's why you actually require speed to win. So you do not forget that becoming a self-made millionaire depends on several factors, such as follows. Number one, your efforts, your mindset, your consistency, and your determination. And that is why you need to think big. You need to introduce a very massive effort. You need to take massive imperfect action. So it's not about having a plan alone. So if you have a plan, you must approach the plan with bigger, massive effort, and you must not think small. And that's why your mindset is very, very crucial. You must not think small. You must not house your mind with poor thoughts. So you must not house your mind with poor thoughts. So you must think positive, you think big, and you must also understand that whenever you establish a particular plan and you have an action plan, try to be consistent. If you are not consistent, people will not notice you. You are not going to be recognized, and if you are not recognized, you are not going to build a brand. So because if you don't build a brand, nobody will recognize you and nobody will give you millions that you are looking for. So that's why your determination is very, very important. You must determine to offer value to help as many people as possible, because a lot of money is being made when you forget about your own selfishness and focus on taking care of other people's selfishness. And that is how people make money. So they forget about their own personal selfishness and start addressing other people's selfishness. Forget about your own problem and look into how you can solve other people's problem, and you now charge them, you build them, and people are going to pay, because on a daily basis people are looking for solution. People are always looking for solution to their various problems, and that is the best way to achieve success and to make a lot of money. So the next thing is that I think it's going to be the continuation of what I have talked about right now. So don't forget that you should not focus your attention and effort on the end result. Instead, focus on the system that will bring you to the result, and that is the secret. Don't focus your attention on the end results. So you focus on your attention on the process. Focus your attention on the process, and that is the best way to go about it. So I think I would love this view. This is where I am. So do not focus your attention and effort on the end result. The end result is that you want to make money. If you are not focusing attention on that particular money you want to make, so you may find it very difficult to achieve that goal. But if you focus your attention on the process, what are the action plans? What are the things I'm going to do that will result to making money? And that is what you should focus on. That's what you should focus on. Just like if you are going to university, immediately after you gain admission, your next focus is to get certificate. How is that possible? You know that you need to attend classes, you need to write tests, you write exams, you write projects. That a lot of process. So those are the procedures that you need to focus on. When you focus on the process, it is that process that will now lead to result, and that is what we are talking about. That instead of focusing your attention and effort on the end result as in what you are looking for, why don't you focus on the system that will bring you to the result? And the system is the procedure, the routines, different strategies that you need to take into. So another thing we are going to be talking about today is the lesson 4 of the Millionaire Fastlane, and that lesson is money is the illusion. Now, when we talk about illusion simply means the false appearance, as in, some people, they appear to, if you see them, you will think that they are billionaire or they are multi-millionaire, and whereas they are not. That's why you see a lot of people, you perceive them to be rich people, and at the end of the day, it is when they die you now discover that most of what they have is bunch loads of debts. You discover that they have entered into bunch. So they have already entered into bunch load of debt, and they could not be able to pay off the debt even before they died. And instead of the family to inherit properties, do you know what will happen? They will be inheriting debts. So instead of the family to inherit property, the family will be inheriting debt. So, and that's why they say money is the illusion. A lot of people, you will see them, they look rich, whereas in the real sense, they are not rich. They are not rich. They are just claiming, pretending to be rich. They are not rich. That is why it is very important to be very careful. Looking rich is the illusion of true wealth, because true wealth is number one, health. Number two is freedom, and number three is relationships. So, and those are the things you are going. If you say you are very rich, you are a wealthy person, and we now discover that you are suffering from different health challenges. So, what makes you to be rich? Technically, you are not rich. You are poor. You are very poor, because if you are not careful, the sickness, the diseases that you are facing can just cause an untimely death. It can cause an untimely death, and that is why you are not rich if you are not healthy. And that's why they say a healthy man is a wealthy man. A healthy man is a wealthy man. So you need to first of all take care of your health. When you take good care of your health, it will help you to enjoy your wealth. It will help you to work more and build your business empire. So another thing is freedom. When you don't have freedom, so it will be very difficult. When you don't have freedom, it will be very difficult for you to accumulate wealth. Because okay, if somebody call you on a personal business meeting, and even you will not be able to establish your own business empire. You will not be able to, because you'll be busy moving from one job to another. Maybe you get a job that is paying you 50,000. So if you're doing that, you are doing that, busy, wasting your time on that. So 3, 4, 5 years. So after 5 years, a friend will call you and they will tell you that there's another job offer somewhere that is going to pay you 80,000. So you see an increase of 30,000 between 50 to 80. And what will happen? You kept yourself busy. You begin to write application, attending job interview, and before you know, you land yourself in another job offer, all because of 80,000. So it will blind. It's going to blind your positive mentality. It will not let you to think straight, and it will help you to remain a little thinker. So you now know that this 80,000 that you are struggling and doing all this 9 to 5 because of 80,000, 200,000. So it will never bring out the best in you, because it's something that when you sit down and look into your life, so it's something should tell you that what if I'm independent? Will I be able to think straight and see how I can build a 200 million naira business empire, $1 million business empire? When you have freedom, when you are not working under anybody, when you are independent, because everybody is business oriented, depending on how you harness that idea in you. So, but if you don't have freedom, you kept looking for job, better offer here and there. So there is no how you can think straight, and there is no how that reasoning faculty can function effectively well. So you just be continue to live in a mediocrity, because you don't have freedom. That is why it is good to look for, after you get a good health, the next thing is to look for freedom. So, because when you have the freedom, true wealth is when you have a sound health, you have independence, you have the freedom to do whatever you like between the hour you wake up till the hour you go to bed. That is what we call true freedom. Nobody is controlling your life, nobody is controlling your affairs. So, nobody is in charge of your life. You are in total control, and that is where true wealth starts from. Another one is relationships. Relationship is crucial in the sense that you have, some people, because they are working at a particular job, they could not be able to enjoy cordial relationship with their family, with their friends, with their associates. Yes, I'm going to share a particular story with you. There is one of a friend, a family friend I know. This guy is working in the bank. Could you believe that this guy, ever since he has started working in the bank, that's for a very long time ago, his younger child could not be able to recognize him, because this guy, that time when I was as I was where the guy was working. He was working in Lagos. So this guy we wake up as early as like 5 a.m. So when the man, the husband, the man, the father wake up as early as 5 a.m., his younger child of 2 years, maybe the guy is still sleeping that time. So before the father came back later in the evening, the guy is also sleeping. It is only weekend that this younger child only sees his father on Saturday and Sunday. And you know what happened? During the weekend, the child, he just when he set his eyes on the father, he just looked at him as a stranger because he has not been seeing him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You only see him 2 days in a week. And when the father wants to embrace the child will run away. This story I'm sharing with you is it's a true life story, something that happened to a family friend. Do you know what? One day the father, the man I'm talking about, just woke up one day and say, I need to plan my life more better than this. How on earth my child cannot recognize me because I'm working in a particular company? So this guy need to relocate from Lagos to another state where you could not face heavy traffic again, where you could not wake up in the morning by 5 a.m. and come back later in the night because of Lagos traffic. So that is why so this type of person I'm talking about may be living in a big apartment, may be riding a very big jeep, but you don't know that he's not having a good or sound relationship with his family. And that's why you need to and with that he was not happy. He was not happy until he relocated to another state where there won't be so much heavy traffic like that, and everything is now going fine. So another thing you need to understand is that money doesn't buy you happiness. That's what you can see from the story I just narrated now. Money buys you time. A lot of people, if you are working for somebody, I'm not going against getting job. Just try to understand. We are just telling you the truth behind everything because I've been in that situation before where I need to work in different places. One, the reason why you need to money, you may be working in a very big company and you are not happy, and you may even be earning good salary, but you don't have that good health, you don't have that freedom, you don't have the relationships. And those are the three things that actually determine a true wealth, and that is what we call true wealth. True wealth is it's not about having billions in your bank account of which you are suffering medically. You cannot take a week off that job and you don't even have time for your family. You don't have time for your family. I was listening to a guy, the guy said that when he was working, he couldn't get much time to visit his family, especially his father. And this has been disturbing his mind. And also, he now said that when his father died, that people should guess where he was. He was at work when his father died. So he could not even be able to see the father before the father died. So that is to tell you that having a time freedom is very, very crucial. Having a time freedom is crucial because it will help you to enjoy your wealth. It will help you to enjoy cordial relationship with your families, friends, and loved ones, and it will help you to even enjoy your own health. You not be running a scatter for because you wanted to fulfill another people's aims and objectives. So that is why you need to be very careful and understand the true way. The true way is having sound health, freedom, relationship. Next one, we now want to talk about the formula for wealth. The formula for wealth, man, this is very important, and I want everybody to listen or to pay attention to this. If possible, get a jotter or pick your diary and write it down because of this. This is very, very important. Number one, salary does not build wealth fast. Yes. Just imagine the minimum wage in Nigeria now, where I'm recording this video. The minimum wage right now is 30,000. Just tell me, look into the rate of inflation. How much will that 30,000 how much will it help you to sustain your family? To buy foodstuff, transportation cost, house rent, it's not even enough to pay for some of these things I mentioned. Not to talk of now, you now have family, you can't sustain your life, even your personal life, even without having family, without getting married, you can't sustain your personal life with 30,000. And that's where you have to think beyond all this mediocre mindset that you want to be looking for a job. I don't say it's not good to look for a job. It's a choice. Most especially if you just want to do it for the main time, for you to raise money and set up your own business empire, and that is the best way to go. Have you ever seen a billionaire who is an employee? No, there was never anyone that has made it through ordinary salary, except if you understand, if you embezzle company fund or you embezzle government fund. and that is it. But with your true legal income from salary, that's not how you can make it. And that is why they say salary does not build wealth fast. Number two, wealth is equal to net income plus asset value. So the reason why those people who become rich is that their net income plus asset value. When they are making money, they don't spend their money lavishly. When they make money, they make sure they set aside huge part of their income to buy assets. And when we are talking about assets, there are two types of assets. There are positive assets and there are negative assets. Asset is not your home appliances that you buy for 1 million. Asset is not your some of those things that you buy. Sometimes your car is not an asset. Most especially if it is not bringing income. If you just use it for personal purpose. So it is only an asset if you use it for commercial purpose. If it is generating income, the positive assets are the ones that are generating income. That's why we call it income generating assets. So you should know the difference, because when you are just buying, spending, know what you are buying, know what you are spending on. Is it something that will generate passive income for you? Is it something that will generate consistent income for you? Is it something that you are going to be spending money on? Some people are buying liabilities thinking they are buying assets. So don't be confused with this. So when you are getting income, try to invest in something that will appreciate in future, not something that will depreciate in value. The next one is you build a high net income. When you do what? You sell products, you build a business, you increase your products prices, and that is your ticket to the fast lane is when you solve a problem for your customer. So I can't dwell on this. So you can see that I can't dwell on this more than that. So you have to ensure that you understand. You have to ensure that you understand the formula for wealth. And the best way to build a high net income is when you sell product. And that's why you see virtually most of the billionaires in the world, they are into business. They sell something. Yes. When you say, okay, what is Elon Musk selling? So Elon Musk has different companies that sells. If you don't know, go and Google. Yes. He has different companies that sell products. He sells products. Go and find out. So I don't want to dwell so much on that. Bill Gates sells products. Go and find out. He owns different companies. He owns different properties that sell and generate income. So look at billionaires. Most of them, they own company, they have products and services they sell. Because if you don't sell products, there is no how you can become billionaire. The billionaires I know, they own company that sell products and services. Go and Google them. Google their assets, Google their incomes, and Google the product and services they offer. So I don't want this video to be too long. That's why I'm just trying to cut it out. Well, I've been mentioning what Elon Musk said, what Bill Gates said, what Dangote said. So I know that I'm talking to some people, some learned people here, so that can do Google search and see. The next thing that a billionaire does is that they build business. They build business. You can see MD stroke CEO of social company. Most of the billionaires that I know, they build a business. Yes, you must be a business owner. You must be an entrepreneur. Because the person you are working for, if the person doesn't become an entrepreneur, how will he be able to establish a business or a company that you will work in? How will he be able to provide job opportunities for others? So why don't you think in that direction too and become an entrepreneur, build your own business too, and employ people? Yes, because there are much money to be made in becoming an entrepreneur than becoming an employee. When if you are an employee, your income is going to be limited. But if you are an entrepreneur, there is no limit to the amount of money you can make. Because the more you expand, the more products you sell, the more services you render, the more money you make. And that's why you cannot determine your income if you are an entrepreneur, because your income is not limited. Your income is not static. Your income is not static. So another you increase your product prices. So another formula for wealth creation is when you are selling product, you are selling services, and if you now discover that there is a higher demand and there is a low supply. So that is why you see some people, those people that are into business, they can make sudden millions, they can make sudden billions. So if there is a short supply of a particular product and there is a huge demand in the market and they happen to have that product, they increase the price. And before you know, $5 on each product and you sell 5,000 pieces. You know what happened? $5 increase on the price and you sell 5,000 pieces. Do you know what happened? 5,000 multiplied by $5. You know how much money it is? And that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. So your ticket to the fast lane is when you solve a problem for your customer. What actually bring about entrepreneurship is that entrepreneurship solve problem. Yes. The meaning of entrepreneurship is that they look into the problem in the market and provide answer to that. You know that in Africa before there was no mobile phone and the means of communication become very difficult. If you want to communicate with people in the village, you have to write a letter, send it to the transportation system, and before a transporter, before they get to your village, it could take before they could be able to deliver the letter, it could take up to 2 to 3 4 days. But now, through the invention of mobile phone, you can call your village within a minute, and you will be talking to your grandma, your grandfather, you talk to your family. So you talk to people abroad, and just imagine people that go into that invention, how much money they will have made for themselves. Just imagine the manufacturing company that venture into mobile, Android phone, all these sophisticated gadgets, production. Just imagine how much billion they will have made. And that is why in entrepreneurship, it gives you the opportunity to make massive income without limits. So number 6 is your habits make you poor. Yes, it is vice versa. Your habit can make you rich or your habit can make you poor. Number 1 is that your habit may be the reason why you are poor, and this behavior leads to poverty. Number 1, when you refuse to learn, when you pretend or you assume you have know it all, you end up becoming poor, because life is not life is not something that is static. Any opportunity or idea can become obsolete. Yes, you can imagine what happened to Nokia phone, because Nokia they want to remain where they are. They don't know that the life is life is revolving. Life is moving forward. So if you are not moving forward, you want to remain where you are, you want your brain to be static. You don't know that life is things are changing on a daily basis. Things are transforming. So new ideas are coming. You begin, people move from one stage of life to another. So if you launch a particular product and you now think you are the king, in that industry, before you know, another invention will come and tell you that, okay, we are no longer using that type of product again. This is a new design. You can imagine what is happening now. They have been developing cars that will not use fuel again. Just imagine if you are in the car industry and you just want to remain that, okay, it's not possible. We must be using cars that use fuel. So they have been building different type of automobiles now that will be using solar, that will be using water. Some say that will be using electric. They have been building electric cars. And that is why you should not refuse to learn. When people want to exchange knowledge, it might be something that you don't know. It might be new invention, new innovation. You should be open for knowledge. Be ready to learn. Another things that can make one to be poor as a result of inability to change the habit is that seeking to impress. When you are trying to impress people, you go and get loan, and instead of you to use that loan to do your business, you started buying things that you don't need. You do things because you want to impress people. You buy dress, buy clothes, buy wristwatch, buy things that you cannot afford. All in the name that you want to impress people, it will make you to be very poor. There is no argument on that. There is no any village people. It is you that is attacking yourself because you are trying to impress people. You are trying to feel that you are more richer than some people, whereas you are not. Another one is living paycheck to paycheck. If this, it has happened to me before. When I was living paycheck to paycheck, I found it very difficult to enjoy even a better standard of living, because your budget cannot exceed that paycheck. Your budget cannot exceed your monthly salary. You cannot do anything above that. If you are earning 100,000, 200,000, it means you cannot have a bigger plan because your income is limited. So anybody that still want to remain living a paycheck to paycheck, that you want to remain an employee, you don't want to think beyond employment, you don't want to think beyond building your own business, starting a new entrepreneurship career. So that particular habit can make you to become poor. So I'm a living testimony of this, and I have passed through this, and I'm telling you categorically that if you still want to rely on looking for job or changing job from one job to another, you don't ever see any reason why you should start your own business. You are going to remain poor because that salary cannot make you rich. Instead, it will make you to be very poor, and you remain poor because you don't want to move forward. Another one is, if you want to jump on the Millionaire Fastlane, you first need a solid plan. So that is it. You need a solid plan. You need to think about, what am I going to do? What am I going to invent? What value do I bring to the table? What can I create? What problem can I solve that will give me money in exchange? So you need to have a solid plan, and that you must follow that solid plan with massive imperfect action. So if you write a plan and you dump it, you don't work, you don't do anything about it to remain a plan, it will never transform to success. And that's why I'm telling you that there is no shortcut. You need to have a solid plan. Next one is, your job is a prison. That is it. Everybody is aware of this. You sacrifice 5 days, Monday to Friday, for 2 days period of Saturday and Sunday. Why your job won't make you rich fast? Because salary grow over time. It takes time to gain experience. Yes, you have no control over your salary. Time is the ultimate currency. You have to spend it wisely. So these are some of the things. Your job cannot give you that freedom that you are looking for. Definitely, you need to understand that. Your job cannot give you the kind of freedom that you require. So my son is crying. I'm just trying to avoid that noise so that it will not enter this video. So your job cannot give you that type of freedom that you are looking for, because the reason being that the opportunity is limited. Your potential is always limited to that type of income that you are earning. So if you are earning 200,000 or you are earning 100,000, definitely it means you cannot do anything above that budget. And if that budget does not increase, if the income is not increased for the next 5 years, it means you still remain earning that type of small amount of money, and there's nothing you can do. It can never make you rich. Even you find it very difficult to incur bigger expenses through that small amount of money. So you cannot live in a better accommodation, you cannot live in a better environment, you cannot send your children to a better school. So it will deny you of a lot of things. The standard of living, having a bigger budget, starting your own business empire, you find it very difficult because you have put yourself in a prison. You put yourself in a prison because salaries grow over time. It will take your time. It will take you time. In some company you need to work like 5 to 7 years before they can increase your salary. And what is that increase margin? Something, maybe they are increase the salary from 70,000 to 150,000. So that can increase after you have worked for like 7 years. And it takes time to gain experience. Yeah, it takes time to gain experience. So that is why you see a lot of people when they are looking for a new job, you say, okay, you need 5 years experience. They need 7 years experience because it takes time to gain experience. You must work for certain period of years before you can say, okay, you now have experience. You have no control over your salary. Yes, somebody is determining your salary. Yes, you are not in control of your salary. I have worked in a company where our boss was that time he was living abroad. So I work in the company as an accountant. My boss told me that, accountant, don't touch my money. The company has been able to generate income. The company has been able to make profits. The money is in the bank, and the boss who determines the salary give instruction to the accountant that, accountant, don't touch my money. I told him that, what about the workers that have worked for this money? He said, I'm not concerned. I don't care. Don't touch my money. I'm telling you, I was also affected that time. I'm telling you my true life story. And this is what happened to so many people. That's why I said there are some workers, whether you are working in the private sector or you are working in the government, you hear that they hold them 3 months salary, they hold them 6 months salary. Even in the government sector, they can even hold them 18 months salary. I've heard people saying they hold them into. Now talk of pensioner, they hold them sorry, a year's pensions not paid. And that is why you are not in control. And that is why all this type of attitude makes you to become poor. It makes you to live a mediocre life. And if care is not taken, it makes you to live in a prison throughout your entire life. And if you don't change it, and that's why you need to change it. You can, even if you are starting from something small, go and start it. It's better to have a small starting point than to jail yourself in a prison. So another thing is that time is the ultimate currency. So don't waste your time on an unnecessary things that can never transform into something bigger for you. You can imagine wasting 7 years, 12 years working for another person, whereas it's not a guarantee that you are going to become successful. There is no any guarantee that after that 7 or 35 years they are going to give you 150 million as a pension fund. So there's no any guarantee. And why would you want to waste your life? Because time is life. And that's why you are not, as a rational human being, don't go and waste your life slaving in a very useless job that cannot transform your life. And that's why you need to spend your time wisely. So the lesson 8 I learned from the Millionaire Fastlane is the illusion of compound interest. You know when they say compound interest, this compound interest is even overrated. You say compound interest. Compound interest, okay, you invest so amount of money at so interest rate for the next 25 years. That doesn't make any sense. So if you just rely on compound interest, you won't get rich fast. Yes, it can take like 25 years. Because if you invest in something now, maybe just go and look, there are some people that they buy stock for like 15-20 years. At the end of the day, their investment equals to zero today, because as a result of inflation, the company lose stock. There's no any improvement in their investment, because they put their investment on compound interest. You see, at the end of the day, you will have nothing to talk about if you don't put your life on compound interest. So it doesn't make anything. It will not take you to anywhere. So if you rely on compound interest. Say I'm going to put so amount of money in fixed uh, savings or in interest portfolio. You are wasting your time. It will not give you any garden success. You are not going to be rich doing that. And the best way to become rich is this: number one, become a boss. Start your own business. No matter how small it is, go and start it. Rome was not built in a day. A drop of water becomes the mighty ocean. Go and start your own. Build a business. Build a business. Become your own boss. Work on it. Build it. Use your brain. Use your talent. Use your skills. Invent something. A lot of people, somebody invented paper, somebody invented Facebook, somebody invented Twitter. Most of all those powerful applications, websites, gadgets that you are using, it was the invention of some people. What are you going to invent? You need to think of what you are going to be inventing. Think of what you are going to invent. Another keynote on this is that compound interest is based on time. It's time based. Wealth that is just based on time will be limited, and that is why it is always gives you a limited opportunity, and that's why in most cases it's a wasted time, wasted effort. There was a time I invested in one particular stock like that, mutual fund with one commercial bank. At the end of the day, my investment later becomes zero. Yeah, because you won't know that the company is losing. When the company is losing, before you know, your investment is going down. And that is why you are not going to be relying and putting all your eggs in one basket, so that you will not regret your action at the end of the day. So anything compound interest is trash. So number 9 is the money tree. Money tree. Money tree. I don't know how to call tree. TREE. So that's tree. Money tree. So the salary of your 9 to 5 is the slow lane to wealth. Yeah. The 5 money trees to wealth. The salary of your 9 to 5 is the slow lane. We have said it. I have emphasized much on this. For you, if you want to be living a mediocrity life, just go and get a job. So and that is why few people make it through job. I have never seen anyone that become a billionaire through job. It's not possible. So, but the 5 money trees that I know that can become to wealth, and also according to the Millionaire Fastlane, there are these following: number 1, rental system; number 2, software system; number 3, network marketing; number 4, information marketing; number 5, human resource system; and number 6 is building and monetizing systems are the way to go. Yes, rental income is that if you know, a lot of people, because they lack financial education. You know, when you lack financial education, instead of you to build commercial apartments, you go and be building mansion that will cost you a lot of money to maintain. You know, when you jam money now, so assuming you are into business or you just receive the mercy of God and you think of something you can do. That's why I talk about income generating assets. Instead of you to build different multiple rental apartments that can be generating income for you, you now go and build mansion. You now go and buy bigger house in Lekki. You go and buy bigger house in Banana Island, and you are wasting money in maintenance. What if you build rental properties that will be generating consistent annual income for you? And that's how to go. Another one is software system. There are people that have made millions through software system. So there are people, when you just imagine, this is where Bill Gates make his money. This is where he made his money through software. Bill Gates invented Microsoft, and Microsoft has been a powerful company in the whole world right now. So it's a multi-billion-dollar company. So that is an example. Network marketing. A lot of people, a lot of young guys now, and even some people say, especially we learned people, we have problem with network marketing. You don't want to hear about network marketing. When you hear network marketing, they will say, the business of, they will say you should register, bring 2 people, and that 2 people should also bring 2 people. But you don't know that there are a lot of billionaires that are into network marketing. So I don't want to emphasize much on this. Go and Google it. You will see what Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, talk about network marketing. Go and search your Google, you will see what Bill Gates talk about network marketing. Go and search again, you will see what Warren Buffett talk about network marketing. It's a very powerful marketing strategy that have produced tons and tons of millionaires. So another one is the information marketing. So information marketing is everything that we are doing online today. So you have a product, you want to use the internet to sell your product, to sell your service, to build a brand. That's why you see people are into YouTube marketing, blogging, digital marketing, ebooks, business. So these are the things under the information marketing, including the e-commerce and so on. So an act of using the internet to sell or promote a brand, and that is what they call information marketing. So human resource system, that's another one too. Say human resource system, it's another good one. So another one is building and monetizing system are the way to wealth. So these are the things that just look into what you can build, look into what you can establish, look into how you can offer value, how you can invent something, or how you can offer answers to people's questions. So this is number 9. So the number 10. So thank God I'm getting to the end of this video. The number 10 is the law of wealth. So we are talking about the law now. Building millions in wealth means you have to service millions of people, and that's why you see a lot of most of all these popular footballers, like if you talk about Messi, you talk about Ronaldo. Why do you think they are paying them such a huge amount of money every week? Why? Why would a club be paying a player £250,000, £400,000 every week? Because this dude, the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and so on, all these popular footballers, because they serve millions, they have fans around the globe. They serve millions. Yes, they serve millions. They provide the service that millions of people enjoy. Why do people pay Facebook for advertisement? Because Facebook can help you to reach out to as many people as possible. Yes. Why do people pay for advert costs in the media, radio, television? Because they have thousands of viewers. So once you have a system that can serve or service millions of people, you are going to be paid in millions. And that's why you see a lot of people, some public speakers, people like Donald Trump and some other popular public speakers, they get paid in millions to speak to millions of people. So if you can serve millions of people, you are also going to be earning in millions. So another one is there are 2 parameters to optimize income. Number 1, amplitude. Amplitude is how much you sold. If you sell a particular product, if you now sell thousands of that product, like you sell 5,000 pieces, you sell 10,000 pieces at a particular price, you are going to be earning in millions. And that's why that you must have what you are selling. How would you say you don't have anything you are selling? How? Why? You must have what you are selling, because there are more money to be made in selling than buying. Another one is what we call magnitude. Magnitude is the price it is sold for. If you sell a pen for $5 or for $1 and you sell 1 million pieces, do you know how you have made $1 million? And that's why you must have a product, or you must have a service that you render. You must have a product you sell, or you have a service that you render. And that is the true law of wealth. Now, another thing is that you can earn money when you add value to your customers. Yeah, adding value to customers, that you provide quality customer service, you help your customers, you give them after sales service, you do everything possible to make your customers happy, because it is when they are happy they can always come back and revert more people to you. So don't hesitate to spend more time and money to learn more this year, and learn on the shoulders of the right people this year. It will shorten your years of struggling experience. Trust me. So don't underestimate learning. And when you are learning, make sure you follow the right person. And when you follow the right person, don't ever forget to implement whatever you learn, because that is the surest way to achieve success. Thank you for watching this video. If you have not subscribed on this YouTube channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, smash the bell notification so that whenever I create a new valuable, powerful, and life-changing video like this, you are going to be one of the people to be notified. Don't forget to share this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.